It's time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news, and it's Wednesday evening, March 16th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I your 5 o'clock news and on this Wednesday evening. Top rate 5 is President Obama on Wednesday nominated Merrick Garland to serve on the Supreme Court, setting up a protracted political fight with Republicans who have vowed to block any candidate picked by Obama in his final year in office. Columbus, Ohio, with more than half the states now held the nominating contest, Donald J. Trump Senator Ted Cruz quietly directed her attention to a second shadow election campaign, one that is out of sight, little understood. London, Denmark has reclaimed its place as the world's happiest country, while Burundi waits as the least happy nation, according to the 4th World Happiness Report released on Wednesday. Nairobi, 2 female suicide bombers struck a Nigerian mosque on Wednesday, officials and witnesses said, killed at least 22 people in an attack similar to others carried out by Islamist militant group Boko Haram. Syria's disparate Kurdish groups are expected to form a federation to bring together areas under their control. Kurdish officials said on Wednesday a move that could complicate to implement efforts to end the 5-year-old Syrian conflict. Austin, Michelle Obama visited the South by Southwest Music Festival on Wednesday to promote initiatives to improve education and access for girls around the world. Ramallah in Syria, Geneva, Kurdish-controlled areas of northern Syria are expected to declare a federal system on Thursday, a move likely to further complicate peace talks in Geneva on ending more than 5 years of war. North Korea sentences American tourist Otto Warmbier to 15 years in prison. Paris, Belgium's prime minister said Wednesday that raids against suspected Islamic militants will almost certainly continue following police sweeps in Brussels that killed one gunman with apparent Islamic State links. London, in a budget-mental approval to voters before a looming referendum, Britain's Chancellor of the Exchequer, George Osborne, on Wednesday, merely offered tax breaks while warning the public against the risks of opting to quit the European Union. In Seoul, in a new ranking to the world's most powerful millennials that include U.S. celebrities, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un occupies the top spot. Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has been named as Brazilian president. Dilma Rousseff's chief of staff, which shields him from federal prosecution over corruption. Seoul, North Korea constructed a munitions plant in Namibia. Buenos Aires, Argentina's Coast Guard sank a Chinese fishing boat that said was fishing illegally in an exclusive economic zone off its Atlantic coast. An evening rush hour began amid the subway shutdown in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Maryland highway and police have adjusted. But the United States, now dominated by 4 major airlines, Senate Democrats on Wednesday waged an unsuccessful effort to let federal regulators decide whether airlines were changing and charging unreasonable fees for check bags, ticket changes, and seats. Fear of alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosives ever connected a rebel recovered a hideout of Mexican drug kingpin walking El Chapo Guzman with a flawed U.S. ATF Operation Fast and Furious. Jared Fogle, beaten by fellow inmates, are higher profiles always at risk as they frequently end up in solitary confinement as a result of their fame, rather than any misbehavior in prison. Washington, former Central American president met with House Speaker Paul Ryan stepped to brief him on a region to offer support for Alliance for Prosperity. Washington, the Federal Reserve decided Wednesday to keep interest rates which they are, but they said they will be additional hikes before 2016 is out. Salt Lake City, Fox News canceled Monday's planned GOP presidential debate in Utah after frontrunner Donald Trump said he would not attend and John Kasich followed suit. Boca Raton, Florida. Former House Speaker John Boehner said he supports current Speaker Paul Ryan as the presidential candidate that the Republican convention is contested. Columbus, Ohio, an execution in American proceeded prior execution failed. The Ohio Supreme Court ruled on Wednesday. In North Carolina, several years ago, a mother came to State Representative Barry Porter to complain about a graphic questionnaire about human sexuality her 10-year-old child was forced to fill out in school. Poirier, Republican of North Carolina, and some of the material on the questionnaire was completely inappropriate and the parents had not been given any advance notice it was being administered to the students. Ever since then, Poirier said that she has been supportive of the bill and has that would allow parents to review sex education materials and would require schools to get permission from parents to teach the materials to the children. Now, Poirier says the bill is unlikely to pass, but an alternative is in the works that the state House, as the Joint Committee on Education has approved the bill that will provide for the parental review of the materials. Seikon, one of the 4 men charged with breaking into the Seikon house last week while the owner was home, is now serving a prison sentence after pleading guilty in Fall River Superior Court. Attleboro, a man already serving prison now for rash robberies and protected, was sentenced to another 5 years after pleading guilty to robbing a South Attleboro gas station in 2010. North Attleboro, a 31-year-old woman has been sentenced to a year in jail for breaking into the former friend's North Attleboro house 2 days before Christmas and stealing $1,500 in savings. Somerville, Mass. A body pulled from the Mystic River has been identified. Suspect charged in the killing of the Malden woman last month. Police on Wednesday said the body was a 35-year-old Kenneth Mannion of Malden, who has been charged in the murder of the death of 36-year-old Colleen Russell. Lowell, Massachusetts. A homeless man accused of carjacking a woman outside a Massachusetts auto parts store she could see his children who has been held on $7,500 in bail. Washington. The Federal Reserve interest rates were held steady on Wednesday and expected pace at a future monetary policy tended in a weak global economy continued to weigh on policymakers by an ongoing U.S. FedEx Corporation topped expectations for its latest quarter after a surge in online shopping during the crucial holiday period drove results in its ground segment. 25 water systems across the country that found excessive amounts of lead in intensive use of tap water. The U.S. Viacom Incorporated faced an internal board dissent and pressure from proxy buyers to improve its governance. Said Frederick Sandler was elected to serve as lead independent director of the New World that the entertainment company now owns, Nickelodeon and MTV. Huntsville, Alabama. Raytheon reported it will offer new missiles designed the U.S. Army to replace the current tactical missile system weapons. Dallas, Virginia. Research and advanced propulsion technology with U.S. intercontinental ballistic missiles to be performed by Orbital ATK, the company announced. Portsmouth, England. One of Britain's new Queen Elizabeth class carriers is being modified to operate as an amphibious fighting platform for the Royal Marines. Moscow. Russia is building an indoor theme park, Dreamland Island, outside Moscow. For decades, fossil hunters claim that soil near the creek in the north central Illinois has been watered to prevent the remnants of prehistoric creature. Its wide set. Eyes and socks and a long arm-like appendage extend from the lower limb day. A stunning phenomenon that circular barren patches in the dry grassland known as fairy circles was once thought to be only existent in the Namib Desert in Namibia, Africa. It's time to take a wearable device to the next level. Plum Labs and Digital have teamed up to an interesting experiment. What if pigeons could fly around London with tiny backpacks to measure air pollution during peak hours? In 2015, NASA's Dashed spaceport sent back the first images that directly revealed the presence of mysterious bright spots on the surface of Ceres, a large object in an asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. A new type of dengue vaccine called TV003 seems to protect people against at least one type of the virus, according to a small study. And it's America's Bureau of Opioid shit from punishment and prevention, waive of laws and guidelines and doctors' responsibility to not prescribe potential addicting drugs. A recent study from researchers in the UK may have found the best way to quit and smoking. A team of researchers from the UK may have put the debate on the best methods of quitting cigarettes with a recent study. Men with aggressive prostate cancer are more likely to survive if they receive radiation therapy in a hospital that provides the treatment in a larger number of patients, researchers report. Alright, let's take a look at the closing stock bar report at 508. The Dow, 74.23 points up to close at 17,325.76. S&P 500 up 11.29 points at 2,027.22. Nasdaq up 35.30 points at 4,763.97. European markets, DAX 49.56 points up at 99.83.41. FTSE up 35.52 points at 6,175.49. CAC 40 down 9.63 at 4,463. Asian markets, Nikkei 142.62 points down at 16,974.45. Shanghai up 6.11 points at 2,870.48. HSI down 3.07 points at 20,257.70. Oil markets 2.22 points up at 38.56. Brent 40.25 at 1.51 up. Brent natural gas up 200 at 1.871. Gold markets up 31.9 points at 1,262.90. Silver 374 points up at 15.635. Copper 21,000 points at 2.2545. Bond US 10-year 46,000 points down at 1.9134. German 10-year 5,000 points up at 315,000 percent. Japanese 10-year 29,000 points down at 59,000 point percent. FX 1,000 point up at 1.1223. US dollar Japanese yen down 100 point at 112.56 and Great Britain pound. US dollar 1.425. Someone unchanged. Commodities. Wheat 471 down 6 and a quarter. Soybean 894 up 2. Corn 367 down 3 quarters. Sugar 50.48 up 16. Coffee 129.20 up 3.5. Cotton 58.30 down up 600 or 6 cents. Rough rice 10.50 up 13 cents and cocoa 3,030 down 23. Live cattle 141.575 up 85 cents. Lean out 71.325 up 60 cents and FD cattle 165.55 up 75 cents. Take a look at New England Insular at 510. Wilton, Connecticut, all hands look 42 Scrubber Hill Road, a residential structure, heavy fire condition, mutual route. Peter Childers, times out. 511, time now for spot support. Tonight, the Boston Celtics will be at the Garden, taking on the Open Seas under game time, 7 o'clock. Geneva, still portraying himself as a victim. FIFA is now, but adding some. Startling in himself, aggrandizing and claims his role, making soccer the world's most popular sport. White Sox designated hitter Ed LeBrock and Nancy plans to lead the baseball after President Vice President Ken Williams asked him to limit the amount of time LeBrock spent in the clubhouse. Williams said Wednesday. Cleveland Browns break ball took 2 swings base strike again as they're making their first normal sign of free agency on Wednesday. Cleveland released veteran linebacker Carl Dempsey and wide receiver Dwayne Bowe. LeBrock is Eldred Union with the Spurs last summer, where someone is rarely seen in San Antonio as a big money free agent being pursued by a franchise that prides itself on having a chasing run during the annual bonanza. Peter Challenger's time is now 5:11. Time now for a travel report on this Wednesday evening. Let's start off down in Rhode Island. Let's start off in Rhode Island, where in the Providence area, 95 on the southbound side, so from Pawtucket all the way to downtown Providence, 95 on the northbound side, so for the Pawtucket stretch, 146 on the southbound to have an accident here around 146.7 in Providence, so expecting delays. 95 on the northbound side, so from Fairbanks Avenue to downtown Providence, soon an accident 95 northbound up to Route 195 in Providence. 195 on both ends of it, so from 44 in East Providence all the way to Route 95. Route 6 and actually sold before Route 95. 146 on the northbound side is sold from 295 in Lincoln all the way at the North Smithfield. Jamestown Bridge is looking good. Newport Bridge in the eastbound side. Also in the Jamestown stretch. And Mantle Bridge is looking good. Out in the Cape. Route 6 looking from Salmon on Orleans. 20 on the northbound side. It's a low sold before the Bourne. What otherwise? 20 is looking from Falmouth to the Bourne Bridge on both ends. 95 on the southbound side is sold from 128 Canton all the way to Ponce Street and hit breaks again from South Main Street and Sharon all the way out to Route 123 in Attleboro. 120 on the southbound side it is sold from Route 135 in Denman all the way out to the Braintree split. Due to a couple of accidents on 120 and the southbound side between Route 138 in Canton and Route 28 in Randolph. Southeast Expressway on the southbound side is sold from the Dorchester all the way at the Braintree split. Route 3 on the southbound side is sold from the split all the way at the Union Street in Braintree. Route 24 on the northbound side it is sold from Stoughton all the way to Route 128 in Canton. 120 on the northbound side is sold from Route 2 all the way out to Route 93 from Lexington and Woburn stretch. 93 Southeast Expressway on both ends is sold from Dorchester all the way at downtown Boston. 93 both ends in Boston it's slow. Mass Park on both ends is sold from Austin Tolls all the way at the Logan Airport of Boston and Mass Park eastbound side sold from Newton Corner. Mass Park westbound side sold from Austin Brighton all the way out to Newton Corner. 93 to the northbound side sold from Zank Bridge of Boston all the way out to Route 129 in Wilmington and hit breaks again from 125 North Andover all the way up to 213 in Methuen, doing an accident 93 in the southbound side around 213 in Methuen. Mass Park on the westbound side so after Route 9 and Framingham all the way to Route 495 westbound. Then, oh my, look at this. Mass parking on the westbound side is backed up from 146 in Millbury all the way out to Charlton due to a terrible accident involving Massachusetts State Trooper. So I hope that State Trooper is doing okay and hopefully he'll make it. 299 on the westbound side is sold from 190 all the way to Route 9 in Worcester. Get an accident on Mass Park westbound with 290 in Auburn, so expecting delays. Route 3 on the northbound side is sold from 128 in Randolph all the way, 128 in Burlington all the way up to the Billerick and hit breaks again after Route 495 in the Lowell. 495 on the northbound side, also on a long stretch around Route 110. Out in Springfield, 91 on the northbound side, so from Route 57 and Agawam going into downtown Springfield, 291 on the southbound side, and it's all around I-91 in Springfield. I-91 on the northbound side, also around the Mass Pike in Springfield. 91 on the southbound side, also for the Hartford stretch, 291 in the eastbound side, so from I-91 to I-84. I-84 in both ends of so from Farmington all the way at the downtown Hartford, I-84 in the eastbound side, so around Route 8 in Watertown, got the next on I-84 after Route 691. Route 7 on the northbound side, it's slow around the Denbury stretch after I-84. 95 on the northbound side, it's slow from Greenwich all the way up to Bridgeport due to an accident on 95 northbound Route 25, Route 8, and 95 northbound is slow before I-91 in New Haven. 95 on the southbound side, slow over the New Haven section, then 95 on the southbound side, also over the New Bedford stretch. Highways and byways in New York City are slow go. Interstate 90 on the westbound side, also before the thruway in Albany around I-87. On the westbound side, we get an accident on the thruway in the eastbound side of Rotterdam, so expect some delays. But otherwise, the thruway is looking good from New York all the way out to the Pennsylvania border via Albany, Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo. I-89 on the southbound side, a little slow after the Canadian border in Vermont, but otherwise, highways in Vermont are looking good. Up Spalding Turnpike a little slow around Route 4 in Durham, otherwise, highways in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are looking good. Okay, look at MBTA alerts at 5:16. It shows the line out some folks space minor lanes to disabled bus. Commuter rail, it's looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Channel News on 5:16 p.m. on this Wednesday evening. It's time to have a weather report. For current conditions, it's not 51 degrees, overcast skies, humidity 69%, wind speed variable about 5 miles, and the barometer 20 to 82 inches, Tuple about 41 degrees, visibility at 10 miles, and a wind chill 49 degrees. Currently, around the region, it is 46 in Boston, 54 in Bedford, 58 in Fitchburg, 51 in Beverly, 43 in Gloucester, 53 in Worcester, 59 in Sturbridge, it's 51 in Norwood, 52 in Taunton, 49 in New Bedford, it's 46 in Plymouth, it's 44 in Provincetown, 45 in Falmouth, and Chatham, 43 in Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, 54 in Smithfield, 52 in Providence, 50 in Westerly, 48 in Balkan, it's 51 in Montauk, 57 in Islip, 55 in New York City, 57 in Bridgeport and New Haven, it's 64 in Danbury, 63 in Waterbury, 62 out in New Haven, it's 62 in Meriden, 61 in Hartford and Winslow in Springfield, it's 62 out in Greenfield, 61 degrees up in Athol, 64 in Northampton, 63 in Pittsfield, it's 62 in Albany and Silver Springs, New York, 55 in Rutland, Vermont, 66 in Bennington, 58 in Brattleboro, Vermont, 62 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 63 degrees in Keene, Hampshire, 58 in Jaffna, Hampshire, 58 in Nashville, Hampshire, 59 in Manchester, Hampshire, 61 degrees in Concord, Hampshire, 57 in Lock Corner, Hampshire, 56 in Portsmouth, and 52 up in Portland, Maine. Alright, look at that. The national map picture shows a cold front stretching from Alberta, stretching in Saskatchewan, station front from eastern Manitoba, stretching all the way down from Ontario, down to Redwood cold front from southern Quebec, stretching up in the northern Maine, up to New Brunswick, station front from 7 Nevada, all stretching all the way down for the southwest, and Redwood cold front from the Texas Gulf Coast, stretching in the 7 states, and up in the Appalachians, and up in the eastern Merchant warm front from Ohio, stretching Pennsylvania down from Maryland, Delaware, Redwood pink front from central eastern southern Ontario, stretching up in northern Michigan and the northeastern Wisconsin with low pressure around Green Bay, Wisconsin. And you got a front line with a low pressure, one down the California coast, number one from southeastern California, stretching in the Gulf of California, and another one from southeastern Colorado down from northeastern New Mexico. And a front line with no low pressures from northeast Montana down from North Dakota, and another one from southern Nebraska and down from central Iowa. And we got low pressure in central Manitoba and Virginia. We'll get some high pressure ridges in Intermountain region, eastern Oklahoma, and southern Florida. 60 degrees at temperature right now in Detroit. It's 68 in Pittsburgh. It's 73 in Washington, D.C. 80 in Atlanta. 83 in Miami, Florida. It's 80 in Brownsville, Texas. 75 in Dallas, Texas. 62 in Kansas City. 55 in Chicago. 57 in Omaha, Nebraska. 46 degrees in Minneapolis, St. Paul. 40 in Great Falls, Montana. 40 in Seattle. 62 in San Francisco. 72 in Los Angeles. It's 70 in Las Vegas. It's 82 in Phoenix, Arizona. 62 in Albuquerque, Mexico. 47 in Salt Lake City. And 43 in Denver. Okay, let's take a look at the radar picture here. And Clear as a whistle here in New England, but zooming you out throughout the country, and it shows. All right. Looking at the radar, it shows a line of rain showers from eastern Pennsylvania and western Jersey, stretching it up to eastern New York, stretching it up in the northern Great Lakes from Quebec, stretching all the way down from Wisconsin, with some snow showers from north central Ontario, stretching in northern Wisconsin, up in the northern Minnesota, stretching in the southeastern portions of Manitoba, and some spotty rain showers from the Texas Gulf Coast and little line of rain showers around New Orleans, and some rain showers off the Florida Gulf Coast and patchy rain showers east of Fort Myers, and a line of rain showers from Kansas down from Missouri, and another line stretching from Minnesota down from northeastern Missouri, and a line of rain showers from Nebraska stretching in the Dakotas and up into Wyoming and up into Montana, stretching in southern Alberta and down from southern Saskatchewan, and a rain, sleet, and snow showers from southern Idaho down from northern Utah, and some spotty snow, sleet, and rain showers from northern Idaho down from northwestern portions of Montana, and some patchy snow and sleet showers from southeastern portions of British Columbia, some snow showers from western and eastern portions of Alberta down from western portions of Saskatchewan, and some rain and sleet east of Seattle. Okay, let's take a look at the satellite loop, and it shows line of clouds from New England stretching in all the way down to the Great Lakes and stretching over to Canada. Another line of clouds from Mexico stretching in the Gulf States and down for Georgia. Another line of clouds from Missouri down for southern Illinois, Indiana, stretching from Nebraska, from Kansas, stretching in up the Pacific Northwest and the northern Rockies, and stretching from British Columbia to Alberta, down for Saskatchewan. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. Alright, look at it. Weather notes. We're gonna have some wild weather ahead. There'll be 60s and showers on Thursday. And there'll be a potential winter storm late Sunday and Monday. And I'm expecting tonight's lows to be in the 40s and tomorrow's high 55, 65 degrees. And a sharp chance increases by tomorrow afternoon. I'm expecting Friday's high 50, Saturday much cooler. And look at that forecast discussion. Great high pressure crests over the region this afternoon as a weakening front will bring the chance for showers. Showers tonight. Daytime showers possibly isolated. Thunderstorm may develop Thursday afternoon. The strong cold front on Friday will bring uneventful scattered showers along with gusty winds much colder weather into the weekend. This will remain until whatever coastal storm will bring significant rain and snow to the region late Sunday or Monday or past harmlessly out to sea. New determined until 6 p.m. this evening, 1:50 p.m. Update low clouds continue across eastern Massachusetts and the eastern Rhode Island early this afternoon. Others across central and western areas and skies clear by late this morning. The veil of high clouds are now already moved. And ahead of New England, next approach system is seen on the latest visible satellite imagery as Donna Vander showers that are available across southeast Massachusetts and weak wind convergence zone and anticipated in 17C K-Box 88D radar. Do not receive reports of showers from the Graham station at this time. Temps have recovered at the mid and upper 50s away from the low clouds of 17Z, but remain in 45, 50 degree range over the east as northerly winds continue to blow. Northern gusts of 23 knots at Nantucket and have updated new term forecast rain continue current and incorporated in the remainder of this afternoon's forecast. Alright, let's take a look at the Futurecast radar. Alright, Futurecast. As we're going to see some rain showers move from west to east by about tonight and into the early morning hours. It'll be moving out by about 4 a.m. And it'll be clear for the most of the morning before we could see bang pop-up showers and even a few isolated random of thunderstorms around 3 o'clock. And it'll be into much of the evening hours there as Vermont could see a hint of some sleet and snow as we could have a touch of spring on St. Patty's Day, and the first day of spring could see winter's not going down with that fight. But don't get antsy because I'm keeping my eyes focused on where the storm's going to head. So don't panic. We'll keep you informed. Day 1 tonight has weather not expected time. Day 2 for 7. Thursday for Tuesday. Outside thunderstorms with a small hail and gusty winds are possible Thursday afternoon and evening. There's even low risk of localized damage and wind gusts are 2. The main time frame of concern is between 2 and 10 p.m. Thursday afternoon and evening. Sunday night and morning day. A coastal storm may bring some rain and snow in portions of southern New England Harbor. The confidence on what unfolds is quite low, and the system could easily pass harmlessly out to sea without any precipitation at all. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, showers may move before 3 a.m. Low around 41 degrees, northwest about 6 miles coming in the evening, anticipation 9%, new percent between 10 and inch possible. Thursday, most skies got have about 63 degrees, and that west wind increase at 5 to 10 miles in the morning. Most skies got side 21 miles an hour. Thursday, at Chester showers may before 11 p.m. Most skies got about 41 degrees, and southwest about 6 to 11 miles of anticipation 30%, new percent between less than 10 of an inch possible. For Friday, scattered showers may after 1 p.m. Pot got about 51 degrees, and westward about 6 to 9 miles an hour. Gust size 22 miles an hour. Anticipation 50%, new percent less than 10 of an inch possible. Friday night, scattered showers may before 7 p.m. Pot got about 25 degrees, and northwest about 9 miles an hour. Wind gust size 32 miles an hour. Anticipation 30%. Sunday, most gusts got about 40 about 23 degrees. Sunday, most skies with snow likely high about 42 to about 23 degrees and anticipation 6%. Monday, snow likely before 1 p.m. and anticipation most skies to Pop skies about 30 about 23 degrees, anticipation 6% on Monday, dwindling down to 30% by Monday night. Thursday, most of the Pop skies about 44 to about 23 degrees, and for Wednesday, Pop skies about 49 degrees. Peters with a phrase of the day: a warm St. Patty's Day with rain and thunder. Peters, so you have a good evening with good positive to y'all. See you at 11 o'clock for a late hour report. Have a good evening.